being a father really just is about being there for the kids, to show them more disciplined side of things, just really having someone solid just to be there for the child to have someone to talk to. Just being there to show him what's right and what's wrong, because a lot of times, especially in our community, there's nobody really that sat down and told them, no, that's wrong, stop. And a lot of times kids, they don't have no sense of when they're going too far, because no one has ever told them stop, so they just really don't have any idea that they're going too far. I deal with a lot of different kids. That's actually my passion, is to deal with youth, young men, really not just African Americans, but any young men that needs help. Just be there to tell them that they can do something, make something out of their life. Because a lot of times kids don't really think that they can. They don't never had anybody to tell them they could. So I don't know, just tell them they can make it. I was a troubled teen. I was always in trouble, in and out of getting in trouble, and that turned into a troubled adult. I was always into something really negative, selling drugs, fighting, gang banging. Did a whole lot of things that ended up with me as an adult going in and out of jail. In 2003, I ended up in federal prison, where I was in prison for, I did 6 years, roughly about a little bit less than 6 years on a 7-year sentence. And while in, I felt bad. A lot of things my son was going through, I couldn't be there. So it was like, it felt real bad that I brought him here, but I wasn't doing my job as far as being informed. And before I went to prison, I thought I was being a father by providing for him. He really, as far as material things, he didn't want for nothing. But as far as being a father, being there, I wasn't close to being a father. Then, while in prison, that's when I started becoming a father, and really was able to see who I was and what I was doing, who all I was hurting. And the main one I was hurting was my son. He was 2 when I left. So you look at him now, he was 8 when I came home. So you're talking about he was barely talking. He was still in Pampers, and somebody else had to train him how to potty train him. I wasn't there. I wasn't there to potty train him. I wasn't there for a lot of different things, school times and stuff like that. So I really had a passion to really just come home and be there for him. When I came home, I started out working jobs. I worked at Save a Lot. That was my first job coming home from prison. What drove me was to stay and work hard as I could was my son. And that's the thing and when I say that, because a lot of times guys come home from prison, they don't get to work where they want to work. They don't get to get the same kind of money they was used to getting. So a lot of times they'll fall back into doing some of the same things because they didn't get what they were used to getting. And this is for anybody that's a father, no matter how much money you have in your pocket, don't quit doing what's right, because everything it pays off. Like even this award, I never even expected anything like this. This was a shock. I never did anything to get an award, with the intention of getting an award. With things pay off, hard work pays off. And the same halfway house I came out of a little over 3 years ago, I'm now able to go back and teach computer skills. And just don't give up, no matter what. Don't give up. Just it's gonna be hard times. You're gonna see some dark days. Don't ever give up. A bad day is way better than a bad year, or multiple years. So, because I had bad days, I went back to selling drugs, and which resulted in me having bad years. So you don't have to be a perfect father. You just have to be there. A lot of times, people try to measure up and stuff as far as what a good father, a perfect father is. It's not. Kids don't need a perfect father. They need a father to be there in their life.